battling out of turn 4. Peyton Goodwin to the inside. Neck and neck. Henrietta Fitzwater is going to be a season 4 driver.
When I pretend everything is what I want it to be, I look exactly like what you had always wanted to see. When I pretend, forget about the criminal I am, stealing second after second just cause I know I can. But I can't pretend this is the way it'll stay. I'm just trying to bend the truth. I can't pretend.
Getting ready for race 23 of the Mtn Dew Voltage Cup Series. This is the last race of the eliminator round. After today we will decide our final 4. Those in danger of not making it on points are Steve Cavallo, Peyton Goodwin, and Michael Parker. It is Steve Cavallo, I believe, is 6th in points, and he is 10 points behind the person in 5th. So everybody else that is not mentioned is kind of in the good right now, but it will be very interesting. On the front row is Nico Tringali and a chaser, Kate Rogers, who is currently to the good. Row 2 is Jim Morton, who won this event last year, and Riley Houston. Row 3 is Daniel Carnero and Zachary Rogers, one of our chasers. Michael Naylor, Austin Alves, row 4, and John Ayers and Cameron Harple, who won the Part-Timers race, are in row 5. Other notable drivers, Adam Rogers, who won his first career race last week, starts 11th. Henrietta Fitzwater starting in 17th. Tony Vieira starts 19th. Trey Phelps, who made it in, will start 20th. Peyton Goodwin starts 27th. James Morton starts 29th. Sharon Harper will start 33rd. Carvalho starts 35th. Logan Scott starts 38th. Tom Girard, who made it in, starts 39th. Michael Park will start 41st. And Alan Cavanero, who is making his second to last start in the 54 car, will start 40th, as the 54 car will not be run next season. I will come back for the start of the race, but before that, also, the 54 is not being run. Raging Ferrets Motorsports will be running the 0, 44, which is going to be taken by Nico, 56 and 65, so the only change is from 54 to 0. Daniel Carnero has been confirmed to be staying in the 18, so it will be interesting to see what car Alan will want to drive for next season, but get you to the green flag in a minute. Getting ready to go, green flag. Some of these guys in the back might get stuck 3 wide. Nope, doesn't look like a green flag is out. We're on the way 20 laps at Sonoma. By the way, this is only going to be a 3 times pit stop frequency, which allows them for 17 laps of gas. So it'll be interesting to see how strategy works out. And we already got a big wreck in the back as Kate Rogers will take the lead and Nico Tringali is going to slide off the track. We will do a similar thing like in Kyle Lamy, where at pit stops we will go to check, or at a calmer point we will go to check. See all the wrecks. Now Kate Rogers slides off the track. We'll also be able to see who's out of the race, so we will know who to check. But right now, Riley Houston to the point. These rookies will kind of need to solidify themselves. Riley Houston currently 25th in points, I believe. And this is a dangerous spot. We will watch every driver going through here. So far, oh, Robert Rogers, Brenda Harala getting together. Brenda Harala will be changing her last name for next season, I think. Michael Santos with damage. Nobody on pit road, but Michael Santos with heavy damage. So it seems whatever it was, everybody's kind of okay right now. Riley Houston will lead lap 1. As I said, these guys have 17 laps of fuel so that the racing will stay interesting. But Kate Rogers and Zachary Rogers, the top chasers at this current moment, as Riley Houston's going to slide off the track. That will give the lead to, oh, it almost gives it away to Kate Rogers. This dirt does have some pretty good grip. So now Kate Rogers will take the lead for now. Bonus points will be important for these chase drivers. As we look, and it seems Michael Santos and Stephanie Vanas will be the 2 drivers that pit. As last year's winner Jim Morton, who got it on a pit stop, is coming out into 2nd place right now. So Riley Houston will fall back. Kate Rogers is going to slide almost way off into the dirt. Oh, now Benjamin Tilton gets into Nico Tringali, so there goes your pole sitter. Stephanie Vanas coming off the pit road. Michael Santos has retired. Jim Morton looking for the point here. he won't get it, as we are 2 laps of 20 done. The final race will be at 25% running, as in the length, 25% length, and it might be just 2 times pit stop frequency to allow for more racing. Stephanie Van Oss in front of these drivers as Jim Morton takes the lead after Kate Rogers slides off. Zachary Rogers currently maintaining his spot in 5th. As Jim Morton takes the lead, we will look for our other drivers eventually, as Benjamin Tilton and Nico Tringali went down pit road. Tilton doesn't appear that he's retiring. We'll check out later if Nico is. No words yet. Stephanie Manas went way off the track. As everybody seems to be pretty much in a train right now, but they are still close to each other. Oh, Sean Harper is going to take himself out along with Franklin Ayers, got stuck in the wall somehow. But this is a good passing spot here almost. Gets them too wide and such. So Franklin Ayers' day is done. And Nico Tringali just got into Stephanie Vanas coming off of pit road. As now Allison Rogers is flying off the track, as is Nathan Rogers and others. And Stephanie Vanas with major hood damage. Nico Tringali, I don't know where he went. Here he is, he's continuing. But Jim Morton currently flying away with the race lead. As I stated, he has won here before, and he is showing why he is a road course driver. But you can make mistakes here, and those mistakes can be costly. As Stephanie Vanas is coming into pit road, her day appears to be over. Sean Harple now coming out of pit road, it appears. Ooh, Scott Greeny went way off. Steve Cavallo back here trying to make up some ground, pushing Greeny into the dirt. Him along with Michael Parker, 32nd and 33rd. Actually, maybe less because Greeny's farther back. See if we can find our other chasers as Cavanero's trying to pass his teammate, Cody Russell. Logan Scott up here in the back, and 27th it appears. Peyton Goodwin racing Tony Vieira for 20th. James Morton in 17th place. Sam York getting the job done, trying to make his way up through the field. And then Zachary Rogers in 4th, and Kate Rogers is going to take 2nd away from Riley Houston. But now she gets in the dirt, and now she will lose that spot. Zachary Rogers has moved up to 4th by passing Daniel Carnero. And the battle for 2nd is heating up as Jim Morton is starting to slow down a little bit, and Zachary Rogers is starting to speed up. So an interesting battle going on here at Sonoma. So we'll start a new clip right here. So we are a quarter of the way through the event. Jim Morton has a comfortable 1-second lead. Riley Houston in 2nd. Kate Rogers 3rd. Zachary Rogers 4th. Daniel Carnero rounding out the top 5 in 5th. Zachary Rogers is looking for that 3rd spot on Kate Rogers. He knows he has to run good here. And that was Henrietta Fitzwater in pit road. As Robert Rogers seems to have maybe gotten in something. But he's trying to pass Benjamin Tilton here. Sean Harple back on the track. Franklin Ayers, Stephanie Manas, Michael Santos, only cars out of the race. Others are a lap down. Nico Tringali, Henrietta Fitzwater, Benjamin Tilton, and Sean Harple. As of this moment, we know that there might be 20 available rides for next season as the Part-Timers Series driver, whoever the champion may be, will get to choose whatever ride he wants. Any team will be open for him. And then actually that's it. Oh, well, Henrietta Fitzwater still has to choose her ride. So that's 2 rides, yep. Zachary Rogers got by Kate Rogers for 3rd. Michael Amato with the best time so far today. Zachary Rogers 5th. Jim Morton is 2nd on that times list. Now Zachary Rogers looking to maybe pick up another spot as Riley Houston goes off the track. And Zachary Rogers will take 2nd. As Kate Rogers goes off the dirt even more, Daniel Carneiro looks like he's going to pick up that 4th spot, pay me back. As Zachary Rogers and his teammate Jim Morton were the leading drivers in the hunt for the win here last season. Jim Morton actually is kind of driving the same car from that race last year. Zachary Rogers will hit the dirt here, so he won't catch up to Jim Morton this time. As I said, we will see what happened to the early wreck. Benjamin Dew and Hayden Bergeron fighting for 22nd place. Cameron Harple continuing to fall off a bit here as James Morton battling for what appears to be 14th now with Sam York. Nathan Rogers taking 10th away from Adam Rogers. Michael Naylor going into 6th. Kate Rogers is back in 5th. And the leaders are catching up to Jim Morton, who appears to have let his car fall off. Remember, as I stated, there most likely will probably maybe be pit stops here. 17 laps of gas. These drivers might be trying to stretch it, but Zachary Rogers with a big push up to the front here. So just going through the pack here, Michael Parker in 32nd place now as he loses 31st to Tom Gerard. Steve Cavallo is in 30th. He's probably not happy about that. Logan Scott in 28th. Tony Vieira is in 24th. He was leading the points coming in here today, so he might be safe, might not be. Peyton Goodwin, 21st, is needing to do good here today. And Cameron Harple's finally coming into pit road. It looks like he got maybe some more damage than he thought he needed. Adam Rogers is pitting too. They actually might be making some strategy pit stops here. James Morton is in 15th place, or 14th now. So Adam Rogers pit. Peter Sands moving by John Linares now. It's falling off a bit. Zachary Rogers, Riley Houston, Daniel Carneiro, Kay Rogers all catching up to Jim Morton, who now only has over a half a second lead. Pitting at halfway is probably a good idea. Robert Rogers on pit road. Coming out of pit road can be dangerous. So you come right sliding up into traffic. And here they come. The leaders are coming into pit road. It looks like that could be everybody coming in at the halfway mark. This is how Jim Morton won last year on pit stops. Nico Tringali's already pitted, so he's going to stay out. Let's see what happened for our few wrecks, and then we'll come back and see these guys come off pit road. This is what happened coming to past the green flag. Tony Vieira is going to get into Henrietta Fitzwater, but it looks like Henrietta got bumped by Michael Amato. Henrietta spins out. Michael Santos makes the initial contact. Stephanie Vanas with nowhere to go, and that is all that happened. A 3-car wreck. And I think we've pretty much seen the other ones, but I'm going to check here. What happened with Stephanie Manas and Nico Tringali. Nico Tringali's just going to pull right in front of her, and she's just going to slam into him. She gets in the dirt. Then the 44 backs into her again. And they're just going to slide up the dirt here. As Nico Tringali would come back onto the track. And then there's Stephanie Manas coming back onto the track as well. We're back, and something pretty bad happened that I'll show you guys in a minute. We're watching if anybody is coming out here. Oh no. Oh, okay, they're all good. I think everybody's good. Steve Cavallo had a really bad pit stop. And this is what I'm talking about. New leader, Zachary Rogers. Jim Morton hit the back of Kate Rogers as he was trying to come out of his pit stall, and it cost him the lead. But that's funny because last season, Zachary Rogers got the pole and he was behind the pace car and he got stuck, and that allowed Jim Morton to go by him and fly away. So that is pretty much karma. But no more pit stops, so Jim Morton's going to have to try to run down the 3 car. Third place is Riley Houston. Fourth is Adam Rogers, who pit early. Fifth, Peter Sands. Sixth is Kate Rogers. Seventh and eighth, John Linares and Nathan Rogers. And then going for ninth right now is Michael Amato. 10th will be Allison Rogers. As the lap cars are pitting here, so this could be dangerous. Nico Tringali in pit road for his last stop of the day. And we're just waiting to see when he comes out if anybody... Nope, nobody's going to be in the way. Oh, and something happened to John Linares! He was racing with... the... Who was he racing with? He was racing with the 89, wasn't he? There's Nathan Rogers is slow. And he's got engine problems, so let's take a look and see what happened to Nathan Rogers and John Linares. This is best seen from the spectator cam. John Linares catches the dirt and then goes right into the 89, and he's just going to turn in. Oh, that's a hit for John Linares. The tire barriers do a good job absorbing the impact, and that ends John Linares' day and ends Nathan Rogers' day as well. So their good runs are done. Let's take you back to live action. Here we're on the 19 car, as we're looking for good signs of entertainment here. Sean Harple's on pit road for whatever reason. Zachary Rogers still in the lead. Jim Morton behind him in second, and I think maybe somebody might be coming out of pit road. Nope, never mind. Something might have happened to the 11 and the 31, but because they were on pit road. So, I don't know. If they retire, we'll find out. Cavanero running in. He was running in 25th, but now he went way off the track in the dirt, losing anything he might have gained. Still in the dirt. So, yeah. So, let's take a look and find our chasers here. As Riley Houston just went way off the track, and I think he almost took out Jim Morton. And I don't know if NAMAR's going to be happy with this. They might have him come in for a penalty. And he's still sliding around. Yep, Riley Houston is being called for cutting the course. And his good run is gone. As now Jim Morton is losing spots. They appear to be slow. Peter Sands is going to move into second. And now Zachary Rogers is way off the track. What happened to the 3 car? Peter Sands and everybody else just caught up. It might have had something to do with Henrietta Fitzwater. As now, Zachary Rogers just lost his 2.5 second lead. And now Jim Morton is going to move back to second place. What a turn of events. And they got slow cars ahead of them. And it's now become a 4-man race for the win. But anything can be messed up here very easily on this track. Is very difficult. Benjamin Tilton still on pit road. Zachary Rogers and the top 4 cars are going to catch up to these slow cars here. And now Peter Sands side by side with Jim Morton trying to take second place back. And Zachary Rogers trying to get by Henrietta Fitzwater but can't do it. And now Jim Morton is right on his back bumper. Peter Sands will fall off into the dirt and he will lose third to Adam Rogers. Henrietta Fitzwater making it difficult to be passed, but now Rogers will finally get around her. Now Jim Morton and Adam Rogers and Peter Sands will have to deal with her. They will get by her easily. And oh man, they're riding each other's quarter panels. Now Zachary Rogers will have to catch up and pass Sean Harple, and he should be good for the W. I'm going to start a new clip here. So coming to 5 to go. There won't be any more pit stops, I'm pretty sure, and Zachary Rogers is going to have an easy time. Adam Rogers pit earlier. He's going to have to pit again here. So he has to give up 4th place. And as Zachary Rogers goes by Sean Harple, that is going to give it to just Jim Morton and Peter Sands, as Sean Harple's between Jim Morton and the leader right now. Zachary Rogers is going to fall off the track, though, here. Oh, they're 3 wide. Probably not a good idea. Oh, Jim Morton got into him, and Zachary Rogers gets into the tire barrier. Going 3 wide there was not a good idea, and Zachary Rogers got into the wall. Rogers is going to fall to 3rd place here. And Jim Morton's going to take back the lead. And I wonder if the 3-car got any damage from brushing the wall or not. Peyton Goodwin in pit road as well. Rogers is staying out. Coming to 4 laps to go. Doesn't look like the 3 car's out of it yet. But that is a lap down car screwing with the race leaders. And you got to remember, it's 4 laps of anything, anywhere can happen here. But if Zachary Rogers can just finish the race in the top 5, he should be good to get into the championship round for next week at Texas. But it would have been good if he could have gotten his 4th career win here today. He would have really liked that. He loves this track. Seems to do really good here. But right now, Jim Morton is in the lead with Peter Sands 2nd and Zachary Rogers in 3rd. Daniel Carneiro 4th, Kate Rogers 5th. And if we find the other chasers here, James Morton in 11th. Logan Scott 18th. Karen Vieira is retired due to an accident. I don't know what. Tony Vieira might have gotten into an accident. Michael Parker 24th, Steve Cavallo 25th. Karen Vieira, John Ayres out, as we already know that. So something happened to Karen Vieira and Tony Vieira. Zachary Rogers is not holding up against these drivers, as Jim Morton's going to fall off the racetrack. Peter Sands will close up. Peter Sands looking for his 1st career win. We're going to show you what happened to the 45 and the 71 before we show you this awesome finish here. Well, they're racing for what appears to be 16th place. Karen Vieira just gets in the dirt, gets into her husband in the 71, and just takes each other out. And she knew that Tony is racing to get into the final round, and this might hurt his chances, depending how Cavallo, Goodwin, and Parker do. So I'm sure he's not happy. Let's get back to the live awesome action for the win. We're back at the action coming through the S's. Peter Sands right on the back bumper of Jim Morton, who is going to almost gets the sand, but Zachary Rogers is falling off. That side damage is going to hurt his shot at a win, but he might still get 3rd. Peter Sands is trying to hunt down Jim Morton. And he is there. And he is looking too. Michael Beeson's on pit road with a problem. 2 laps to go though. Zachary Rogers is kind of making the same times as Jim Morton, but he's just not getting it together. Benjamin Tilton might come into play here. He is running 2 seconds slower than the leaders. And he is 3 laps down. But Peter Sands is doing everything he can to get his first career victory here. And he's trying to get there. Ooh, Jim Morton might have messed up on the turn. Yes, he did. Peter Sands took the quicker route, but Jim Morton did not go in the dirt. Zachary Rogers is definitely out of contention here. But 3rd place would be good. Sam York has moved up to 4th. And I think something might have happened to Kate Rogers and Daniel Carneiro. Daniel Carneiro is back here with damage. And Kate Rogers is way back here as well. So 4th and 5th place got into something. But we're not looking at that. Last lap for Jim Morton and Peter Sands. Who's it going to be? Chevy or Ford? Peter Sands is all over the back bumper of Jim Morton. I don't think Tilton's going to come into play. Peter Sands has got to make a move soon. He was looking there, but he backed off just a little bit. Can Jim Morton get these final turns down? Peter Sands has been looking a long time for that first career victory. Coming through the S's, the final dangerous spot. Oh, Jim Morton's wide. Not wide enough. Coming to the checkered flag. Last turn. Peter Sands is looking low. Did he get the run he needed? Checkered flag waves. Jim Morton's going to win Sonoma again. Peter Sands just did not have enough to get by him. Jim Morton wins it here today. Peter Sands will get 2nd. 3rd is Zachary Rogers. He will most likely be in the final round here. 4th appears to be Sam York. 5th, Michael Amato. 6th, Allison Rogers. 7th, Michael Naylor. 8th, Nolan Bergeron. 9th is James Morton. And 10th is Benjamin Dion. Hope you enjoyed today's race at Sonoma. Here are we will show you the point standings that will show who the final 4 drivers will be this year, and there will be a championship video coming out shortly after this, in a day or so, I think, depending when I upload this. But we'll also be uploading the final part-timers race to see who will win that. Until then, see you at Texas.